It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. The mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Tyler Ervin on the return. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. Room past the 20. And finally taken down at the 26-yard line. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now a play fake. Lance. Incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the goal line. Ervin not willing to risk a return, and this will come out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
Flush to his right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On play action, Lance. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Lance going to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when
it's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there for Carolina.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely. And when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Darnold on 3rd down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily...
They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. time, McCaffrey. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Always so many storylines when you're playing January football. And, Charles, you talk about this offense, their head coach, it's his first time in charge in the playoffs. And I think you and I were both kind of surprised by his demeanor and specifically his comments and his confidence at the press conference where he really all but guaranteed a victory.
Yeah, I was a little bit taken aback because you don't normally see that. And on one hand, it's like, all right, cool. He feels great about his team. But on the other hand, I don't think it's in his best interest to do that. How many playoff games has he won again, Brandon?
None.
So there's your answer right there. I guess what he was trying to do was fire up his team. But he has to make sure he doesn't fire up the other guys because there have been a lot of coaches who've made guarantees that are no longer coaching in this league.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Taking a shot here for Marshall.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a deep ball here. Hauled in just past the 50. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for the Niners.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
From the gun, it's Lance. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
shotgun now for Lance. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk there to make the grab. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. And he'll try the air now with Darnold. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 2nd and 10, Lance, and they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll buy some time right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Lance again. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle there to make the grab. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 2nd and inches, Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
That caught by Trimble. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Darnold to throw again. They'll roll him out right. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Irvin to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
A final shot before half for Lance.
Flushed out right. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Eluding the pressure right.
There's Trumbull, the tight end.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Play action. It's Darnold. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Darnold. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. He'll wind up getting just a yard. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
53 yards on the ground for him so far.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Right back to Hubbard.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. To throw is Darnold. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple of plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Here's Darnold. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Darnold checks this down to Hubbard. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Big stop, let's go. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. One ring. 49, check 49, check 49.
In his own end zone, it's Lance sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Lance now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Play action. Now it's Lance. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker.
What's up?
Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 46 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end of their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Niners will take over possession here up at the 44. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Working from the gun, Lance. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A play fake, and it's Darnold. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now it's Darnold. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown Panthers. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. The 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Off of play action, here's Lance. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Russell Gage, 38 yards. And the 49ers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Full
able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Faking the give, Darnold. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Off of play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Panthers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Darnold for the red zone now. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Anderson. And he will be out of bounds with a 1st down, as they will have a 1st and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble there to make the grab. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 117 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Russell Gage, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You don't want that, baby. You don't want that. You don't want to see me. You don't want it.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.